Hello friends, fellow beer geeks, I am Wes, your craft beer geek, and tonight I have a beer for you from Due South Brewing out of Boynton Beach, Florida. This is their Mexican Standoff. It's a porter with chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon, and chili peppers. Comes in at 8.5% alcohol by volume in this 12-ounce can. Have had some Due South Brewing beers here on the channel in the past and other places, and I have enjoyed them all so far, so I'm looking forward to giving this one a try. This one comes highly recommended from a friend of mine, Brant, and I trust his opinion, so I'm looking forward to giving this one a taste. Go ahead and read you their description here on the can. It says, a delicate balance of sweet and spicy, Mexican Standoff has just the right blend of dark chocolate, sweet vanilla, cinnamon, and spicy habanero peppers. Can you take the heat? Please do not age this beer, drink it fresh. So hopefully it's not too hot. I do like some pepper beers. I've had some in the past. I've had some that are pretty hot. They're pretty good though. So hopefully this one is one of those kind of beers where it's hot but good. And I love porters, I love dark beers, the vanilla aspects of it, the cinnamon should be really nice. So let's get it cracked open. Got a non-pint glass here, let's see what it tastes like. Okay, so the Mexican Standoff from Due South Brewing's poured out a nice deep ruby brownish color. Getting a very little bit of light coming through the glass. Had quite a bit of head when I first poured it. Had to wait a little while for that to die down. Be gentle when you pour this beer. It's quite carbonated. So see what the aroma is like on the Mexican Standoff. Right off the bat, I am definitely getting a peppery note on the nose. It almost is reminiscent of like a chipotle pepper. Kind of has like a smoky kind of peppery kind of note to it. Maybe that's coming from the vanilla and the cinnamon. Yeah, I think maybe the vanilla is mixing with the peppery notes in this one and giving it kind of almost a chipotle kind of smooth, kind of nice caramelized kind of note. So it smells pretty good. I'm ready to go ahead and give this one a taste, let you know what I think. Cheers if you're drinking along. Wow, that's tasty. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. The heat hits you immediately, right when it hits your mouth, but it's not that kind of heat that just sort of builds and builds and builds. It just kind of hits you right when you take a drink, and then it slowly fades away, which is really nice, really opposite of most other pepper beers and other spicy kind of things where it's just, the heat sort of, at first it's like okay, and then the heat just builds and builds and builds. This is kind of, it hits you all at once and then it fades away, which is really nice. And then you're getting that nice chocolatey vanilla kind of notes from the porter itself. The mouthfeel on this is nice and light, like a porter should be. As I said, very, very highly carbonated. It's very effervescent on the mouth. It's easy to stir up a nice amount of carbonation just by swirling the glass. Yeah, really interesting beer. I do have to admit I don't have a whole lot of experience with habanero. I don't normally go for things that are that extremely hot. I'm just afraid to give it a try. Maybe it's something I would like, but I like a little bit of spiciness, a little bit of heat, but yeah, I'm scared to try things that are supposedly extremely hot. I don't know if I want that kind of experience, but hey, this is pretty good. Don't know as if I'm necessarily getting anything in the way of a cinnamon kind of note here or anything like that. But I am definitely, as I said, getting the heat from the pepper, the vanilla, the chocolate, the nice roasty maltiness there. The nice light body, definitely the nice carbonation. As I get further into the beer, I am getting more and more heat starting to build up just over time. But it's still not uncomfortable. It's not too hot for me. As I said, I'm a person who likes a little bit of spiciness, but not a lot of spiciness. If you're completely spice averse, I would say stay away from this. But if you like a little bit of heat, this is going to be good for you. And if you like a lot of heat, this might not be enough for you. It just depends. Okay, so I think I've said pretty much everything I can say about the Mexican Standoff from Due South Brewing out of Boynton Beach, Florida. Yeah, really tasty, really interesting. Definitely works well playing off those chocolate flavors, the vanilla flavors, the spicy heat from the habanero peppers. As I said, it's different. The heat hits you right up front, and then it sort of subsides. But over time, it does build up on your tongue. But it's still not uncomfortable. As I said, I'm a person like a little bit of heat, but not a ton of heat, and this is perfectly okay for me. If you've had actually, I've had a habanero sculpin, and this, I would say the habanero sculpin was a little hotter than this. The habanero sculpin was on the border of being too hot for me. This is a little bit less than that, but still right up there. But yeah, good beer. I'm gonna give this beer an 8 out of 10. I like it quite a bit. I drink it again. So yeah, that's going to do it for the Mexican Standoff from Due South Brewing. Check it out if you can get a chance. I do recommend this beer. I like it. Definitely if you think you'd like a spicy, chocolatey porter. Definitely a good beer for cold weather. It's making my nose run a little bit, but that's gonna be all for this episode of the Craft Beer Geek Beer Reviews. Hope you like this beer review. If you've had this beer yourself, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. If you'd like to see more of my beer reviews, you can find them all over at craftbeergeek.com. They all get posted there on that blog, posted by breweries as well as by beer style. So if you want to see the other Due South brewery, the Due South beers I've tried, you can see that there, or other porters I've tried, you can see that there as well. Thank you for watching this episode of the Craft Beer Geek. I am Wes, the Craft Beer Geek. Please drink responsibly, and remember, I don't drink bad beer. You shouldn't either. We'll see you next time. Cheers.